Tiffany D from Bad Girls Club Season 3, and you are checking in right here, right now with UGTV, and I'm sitting next to the one and only GLC. How you feeling tonight?
I feel blessed, baby. Church.
So tomorrow is a very big day. We have, your album is dropping. Everyone is excited. You have a lot of support. Love, Life, and Loyalty is coming out. You've been working real hard on it. Why don't you tell us just a little bit about the process of getting this album to drop for tomorrow?
Well, part of the process was you. You was in my video. She was in my Clockin Lotsa Dollarz video, my first single featuring Bun B and Sir Mix-a-Lot. And she made a lot of people look at it on Twitter. So I just want to tell you thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, ma'am. And aside from that, it's a lot of young and up-and-coming producers from Chicago that I gave the opportunity to grow and develop with me for this project. The name of the project is Love, Life, and Loyalty. I have features from John Legend, Bun B, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Yeah, I brought Sir Mix-a-Lot out of retirement. Kanye West, T-Pain, Twista, the legendary Trackster, BJ the Chicago Kid, Bump J. So many Chicago people contributed to this project, and I'm very grateful and happy, baby.
I know Chicago is definitely happy to have you back home and to be here and excited about the album. You have a big party that's going on in Shrine tomorrow for the album release, correct?
Oh, girl, you be knowing. She be knowing. True story, non-fiction, and I speak with proper diction. Church.
So tell us a little bit just about the process of the album. I know it's been a long time. You've been working on this. A lot of sweat, tears, pain has went into it. Just a lot of hard work. Just give us a little bit about the road that you went down just to get to what's happening tomorrow for you.
Okay, well, I came into the game in '04. I rapped on a record called Spaceship. '06, I rapped on a record called Dry Slow, and they was both on 2 Grammy Award-winning albums. So I came into the game with a bang, you know what I'm saying? In '06, I signed a deal to Good Music. At the time, Good Music didn't really have a structure. So the label, at the end of Sony getting rid of their whole urban department, the label crashed. But we all remained a family. So the things that I learned from being in the midst of Kanye and Good Music, I just applied to my own creative process and my own business sense. And now I started my own label. It's called Get It Man Entertainment, and I'm distributed through EMI. I just did a historic deal with EMI. I'm the first time where they ever did a distribution deal for artists with no sales history. So, man, it's been...
So that's very huge for you.
Man, it's very huge for the history of the history books and for the city of Chicago. It's not just me, because without the city and the things that I learned and witnessed and had to overcome growing up in this city and the things that I embraced, there would be no me. So it's not just me, it's the city.
So tell us a little bit about what Love, Life, and Loyalty means to you, and pretty much how did you come up with that for the album title?
Well, I'll tell you, the 2 strongest human emotions is love and hate. In this business, you have to learn to walk the thin line in between the 2. But fortunate enough for me, I was always able to lean over to the love side as opposed to giving my energy to the negative. So the love that I have for what I do, which is my music career or just being a great person in general, a good person, that's the love. And I had a vision, and I love the vision. And through the love that I had for my vision, I was able to give it life. Now the vision is alive, and now that's something for you to be loyal to. Love, Life, and Loyalty.
Love it, love it. So you had a lot of great producers that came through for the album.
Yes,
had a lot of great people that came and featured on the album. What is the favorite song that you would say? I know Clockin Lotsa Dollarz is the single, but what are we gonna, 2 things. What's the favorite song, ultimate off the album, and what are we gonna get from the album? How would you describe it when we're listening to it?
Well, I'll say, due to the fact that I used SK, Sean Breeze, Arlo, Day Day, Kizo Kane, XL, the legendary Trackster, Kanye, Christian Rich, Chinaman. It was like, yo, this project was just amazing because it was all these young, up-and-coming, hungry producers that just really wanted it. So at the end of the day, I had the same amount of joy and energy and passion put into every record. So with this being my project, I'm going to be biased, and I'm going to just say that the whole album is my favorite song because I'm just excited I got an album, and I'm excited that I was able to be in a position where not only do I cross the line and I kick in the door, I'm able to bring my city with me. So, man, this is a triumph for the city of Chicago. because at the end of the day, for all these producers that maybe just guys in their neighborhood may know, or maybe just people in the city, I'm putting them out there to the world on a worldwide format so that people can see them. They putting their skills on display. Who knows what that might lead to for them, you know?
What is it that you want people to take from the album and listening to it, or what is it that you want them to feel?
Okay. Well, I want people to feel the love. I want them to embrace the life, and I want them to be loyal. I want them to embrace the growth. I want them to embrace the development. I want them to gravitate to the ism. I want them to gravitate to the triumphs and the rise over defeats and the rise over adversity. And I also want them to gravitate to a little bit of this pimping, church.
So you've worked on the album for how long? How long has it been? That's a good question that everybody wants to know, because it's been out there for a while that you've been working on it. Approximately how long have you been working on this album? Because this is huge.
Oh, man. Well, I've been working on this album. Well, I lived on the road all of 04, all of 05. 06, 07 partially. 07 is when I really went in and started putting the songs together that I wanted on the album. Some of the records that made the album, the concepts and the ideas that actually made the album came from like 05, you know what I'm saying? And they evolved from 05 to now. But the actual recording process and knocking out the records for the album started in like 2 years ago. Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about something personal.
Oh, man.
Yeah, let's get personal.
Before you start, chat.
Right.
Go for it.
This is something personally that I know about you that a lot of people probably don't know. Outside of you rapping, why don't you talk about a little bit about the graphics that's on the cover? No, I think this is important because I think this is great. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but this man is absolutely amazing behind a computer, and he does a lot of his own graphics and designs, and multi-talented. So why don't you tell people a little bit about that and what you do? Because I don't think they know.
Well, as she said, like, this album cover was designed by me. The back was designed by me. This is my inserts. My logo was designed by Dante Bills, but all the inserts for the album, the logo and everything, it was all designed by me. The logo was originally designed by Crooks and Castles. I just enhanced it, but all the album artwork was all me, all GLC. I just took the time to learn how to use Photoshop, learn how to use Final Cut, learn how to use Pro Tools, and I took all the things that you would have to outsource for to get other people to do for you, and I just learned how to do it myself, and I applied myself to supply my wealth. Church on the move.
I think that's awesome. I think that's something good that people really do need to know, because because a lot of work went into this, and this man has put a lot of work into that himself.
Wow.
So let's talk about Church on the Move and the isms.
Yes, ma'am.
Explain it, because I don't really get it. I just follow, and I say Church on the Move, and I get it from him, and then I'm trying to exercise my isms too sometimes, and manifest the powers, I guess, that I have. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what the lingo, where it comes from, where you get it from, and how does it fit into GLC's life?
Well, I'll tell you, church is simply as being copacetic. Everything is at peace, tranquility. Everything is easy. It's church, you know what I'm talking about? And I also tell you, man, with the church really originated the pimping. Because like when you a kid, you got the right to get horny when you're going through adolescence. When you're going through adolescence, you get the horny vibe, and you want to give your girlfriend some. But the church tell you that if you give your girlfriend some before you get married, it's a sin and you're going to burn in hell. So what you have to do is you got to go pay the church, you got to go pay the preacher, you got to go pay the state for the license, and you've been pimped. So you got to feel bad about getting some, so you got to pay the church. And that's Church on the Move. It's tranquility, it's peaceful, you know what I'm talking about? It's like relaxation. And the ism is my aura, it's my concept, it's my manifestation, it's in my genes, it's in my DNA. Sometimes I sip Cabernet because the boy don't play, but I tell you that the ism is who I am, and it's definitely in my DNA. Church.
Well, you guys heard it right there. There goes Church on the Move. Last but not least, I definitely want to ask you a little bit. I don't know if anyone has asked you, but we want to talk a little bit about fashion too. So how would you describe GLC's fashion? What he likes, what he doesn't like? I know it goes a little bit of both ways, so why don't you talk a little bit just about what you rock, how you rock, and what you're into?
Well, man, I love streetwear. I love like leaders, fly, Crooks and Castles, burn rubber, Several brands. Right now I got on Rockin' Republic and Levi's, and I felt like since I got an album coming out, I deserve to bring the products back, you know what I'm saying? And you can tell these products ain't been beat up either. They still red at the bottom. And these ain't the felines, these the real deals. But being from the Chi, I'm always gonna love Jordans, you know what I'm talking about? And I always just want to just look the part. It's not doing too much. Like, I'm not the type of guy that looks at certain TV shows or what's in. I'm not a trendy dresser. I just do what I do, and I collect my revenue without touching that residue. Church. And I like wearing stuff that the ladies like. You know, do I look good to you?
You look great, yes. You look good.
Hey, well, that's all that matters. Whatever the women want to see me in, that's what I want to wear. Church. And she got long hair and she don't care. Yeah, she got good hair too. Church.
So why don't you tell the people where can they look you up at? How can they go to you also have to talk about your website too, because you have a great, tell them about that. Tell them about your website.
I got a website. It's called GL City Music. GLCITYMUSIC. That's GL City Music. And if you want to find me, right there's where I be. You know what I'm talking about? You can also find me on Twitter at twitter.com/GLCTHEISM. That's GLC the ism. You can find me on Facebook on my fan page, glcitymusic.com, all one word. You can also find me on YouTube, youtube.com/MRGLC87. Mr. GLC87, and MySpace, if you're still in that place, GLC. And trust me, if you want some of this pimping, there's definitely a fee. Church.
Well, you guys heard it right here. We got Love, Life, and Loyalty, GLC's album. It is definitely dropping tomorrow. This is a must-go cop. We're asking for Chicagolands everywhere, not just Chicago, but everywhere, to go and support him and his movement. Support the isms. Church is on the move. You heard it right here. And tomorrow's a big day. And like I said, we're at Shrine tomorrow. We're getting it in. We're proud of you. We're happy to have you home. You already know the city supports you. We all support you. And thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tiffany.
You want to shout out anybody?
I want to shout out Tiffany from Bad Girls Club for showing me all this love, life, and loyalty. You know what I'm talking about? I want to shout out the great city of Chicago, man. And as I grow, we grow. You know what I'm talking about? Embrace the concept, love, life, and loyalty. The album comes out October 12th. Yes, it will help a player increase his wealth, but I ask you not to get it for me. Get it for yourself. Church.
Up, y'all, it's your girl Tiffany D from Bad Girls Club Season 3, and you are checking in right here, right now with UGTV. We just wrapped up the GLC interview. His album is in stores tomorrow, dropping October 12th. Love, Life, and Loyalty. Please, Chicago, surrounding cities everywhere, the entire world, go and support him. He's put a lot of work, sweat, tears into it, and this is where we want to be, so we're definitely representing Chi City. If you guys want to hit me up, Twitter is the most efficient way. It's at ChiBadGirl, ChiBadGirl. You can also link to me on Facebook, which is Tiffany Torrence-Davis. And I follow back. I do everything. Team follow back. Chicago is definitely a movement. You guys are checking in with UGTV. Make sure you watch.